Adena Springs Ranch was established in Marion County more than 15 years ago. We employ more than 250 local residents and have purchased more than $225 million in local supplies and services. Our grass-fed beef operation will build on that solid foundation.
This is the 25,000 acre tract and it is a small part of the 80,000 acres that we have purchased in the area. And 10 to 15,000 acres of this land will be used for cattle, but it will not all be irrigated.
The Adena Springs owner, Frank Stronick, wants to create a beef product that is local, grass-fed, and hormone and antibiotic-free, that is also humane to the animals. Usually, cattle are born and raised in Florida, then transported to the Midwest for fattening and processing. Adena Springs has a different plan.
From birth until death, they will be on our facilities. We will raise them up to the point of when they are harvested. The cattle will move from the south end of the property to the north end, to where the plant is. It will be sort of a migration through pivot systems. They may stay on 2 to 3 rotations on each pivot, and then we'll move them to one pivot closer. And our hopes is that we will create a facility that will be used throughout this country as a model. And as the demand for local grown products and humane treatment of animals grows, we think this is the future.
But there are challenges to raising cattle this way. One of our biggest challenges is to ensure the grass is growing year-round. This requires an irrigation system and a permit for the water.
Many farms here don't have these types of systems. Generally what they do is they harvest their excess during the summertime. The problem with that is if you're sustaining weight, it's fine. If you're trying to gain weight, stress-free, hormone-free, grain-free, you can't do that. You're just going to maintain weight. So the end goal is to get these cows from the time we wean them into that harvesting facility over a certain period of time. And to continue to do that is really, we need the necessity to augment the irrigation.
Another challenge is properly managing our nutrients both on and off-site.
When you're looking at best management practices and you're looking at nutrient management, it's not what you do on the property line. It's what you do in the field every day. It's the quality of your management, from the fertilizer you put in, from your tissue analysis to the soil analysis work you do. That's really where you control your nutrients. And on a property that is as much as 40% wetland areas and native areas, these best management practices are huge. They allow us to outline and identify areas around these wetlands that are adjacent to our pastures where we can include substantial buffers, native buffers.
From management practices to the irrigation system, we've designed the ranch to protect water quality.
We've looked at impacts to the flow in Silver Springs, the effects in the downstream floodplain of the Silver River system, the Ocklawaha River system. There have been concerns also voiced, obviously, on the wetlands and lakes on the property, wetlands and lakes adjacent to the property. Our conclusion is that the potential impacts will not cause significant adverse environmental impacts to the environmental systems, the lakes and wetlands, Silver Springs, Silver River, and the other nearby systems, including the Ocklawaha.
Our commitment to a quality product and environmental protection isn't an accident.
There are conditions and requirements that are necessary for getting a permit, and then there are conditions and requirements that are acceptable to Frank. And Frank can be very, very adamant about that, and especially when it comes to the environment. And our challenge has always been to do the best we can, but to meet his standard. We respect the standard of the district is accepting, but we've always approached this to exceed that, and I think we're moving in the right direction to do that.